Beer review, Corona. I've been drinking it with the lime in it, but all these beers look the same. So to taste it, to smell, they smell the same too, like grain. So when people start sniffing it, this is not meant to be sniffed or looked at. This is supposed to be drank. So if you smell one American adjunct lager, you smell them all. Some are bad smell, but some taste better than their smell. Some smell good, and they taste worse than their smell. Always look fizzy. Look to them. They're fizz, especially this one. It has high carbonation. To me, this beer tastes sour. Kind of sour. When I first started drinking it, that's a long time ago, it was sweet. So I think my taste had changed after drinking so many beers over the 3 or 4 years. Your taste change and you get more. You expect more. Let's put it that way. After drinking Pilsners, German lagers, Czech Pilsners, Westfaner type of beers, I give this an A. It's still a good beer. I drank this in 1990s. That was the beer. When you first start drinking out of college, you start drinking in bars. You look good drinking this because it was an export, and it was only 2 exports really. It was this and Heineken, and this was looked up there, and it was bad. It's still good. I still think but it's not as good as it used to be. Easy drinking beer, style. It's a beer that you can go to a party, especially in California, and you look good. And you give $10. What was it? It's not cheap, but you can go and people will drink your beer. If I go with Old Milwaukee or even High Life, people won't drink it. But this will be drinking it because people think this is high up there because of the price. Whatever. I think High Life is better, but that's a different subject. This beer I have 2 issues with the beer. This one is the price. The price, I can get High Life or PBR, but PBR has been creeping up in price. So High Life, Bud, I like Bud lots better, Coors, and even MGD. If I lived in Chicago, like I was born, I'll take Old Style. Hams is out there. What else is out there? Old Milwaukee. I've never seen that except once out here. So it's a decent beer. I would give it a B. I had to get an A+, but I give it a B. Again, my taste had changed. I never thought my taste would change. When I was drinking beer on and off, I would always buy this. I was always pleased. But now my taste, I expect more because I've been drinking more beer and more types of beer. So you expect more from your beer. I like the style. I always like the style. I like pale ales. Well, I can't bring a pale ale to a party. There's not nobody pale ale drinkers, especially women. Women will drink this, and it's general population beer will drink this. It's a beer again. It's nostalgic to me. It's a nostalgic beer. If someone was drinking it younger, it's a nostalgic beer, and it's still good to me, but it's not as good as it used to be. Maybe you had those ideas, or your beers changed over the years because sometimes you experience more beers, and I'm not out there always experience a lot of beers, but when you start tasting more beers in the style, you say this is not as good as it used to be. But there's time and place. If I was real hot, that would taste great. If I was starving, or not starving for water, just real hydrated. Again, it's a slammable beer. Again, I always will buy Corona Light, even summertime, not in the winter. But let me know, you like Corona? My other point is that Mexican beers is my favorite. It's Pacifico. It has more malts to me. This is my opinion. And it has, what else is that? Pacifico and Sol, because of sourness. I like the sourness. With Mexican food, hot, spicy food, the sourness has a good taste to it. And some people don't like the sourness, but I like sourness now a little more. And that's why I like it a little more. But I thought it was sweeter when I was younger, so my taste has changed. Like Sol, Pacifico, and like I said, the price and the quality sometimes of Mexican beers are not there. Like Budweiser, you always get what you get, and it never's changed. This, it can be skunked. It's especially Modelo's Especial. I drink that a lot with my Mexican friends. You can have a great one. You know what? It changed my ideas about Modelo's. That's a different beer, but it's a Mexican beer. But on tap, it's delicious. In a bottle, it's all right. It's skunked a little, especially with the clear bottles. But it's a different beer. The quality's not there in the Mexican beers, not as much as American beers. That's what I think. I'm not pro-American by far. I don't have a flag driving on down with my truck. Or just giving you an honest opinion about Mexican beers. You know, the Mexican food go with Budweiser, any American lager, Coors. I've had it with Coors, so give it a B, good. But that's nostalgic in it, so it'd be average with nostalgic. Let me know about Coors. What do you think? Or Corona Extra. But another point, Corona, what do they call it? Corona Familiar tastes better than this, but you only get it in one big bottle. So Corona Familiar is really good. That's another beer I would pick up there with Pacifico, Corona Familiar, and Sol. I would have that up there too. But again, it only comes in a 22-ounce bottle, 24. But let me know, what do you think about Corona? I know it's drinking a lot out there. But comments, question on Corona Extra. What's your score? Or what do you think about it? Enjoy your beers.